What condition killed Queen Elizabeth II? The official record offers an answer, but it's not an especially scientific one. Queen Elizabeth died on September 8, 2022 at the age of 96 after 70 years on the throne. The Queen spent her final days at Balmoral Castle in Scotland, a country that was very near and dear to her heart. The Queen's death sparked widespread mourning from people all across the globe. England expressed its grief in the most momentous ways. According to PBS, thousands of people braved chilly temperatures and exposure to the elements to line up outside Westminster Hall for the chance to pay their respects to the Queen prior to her funeral.
In our lifetime, we've never seen nothing like this, so to come down and pay your respects, it just seems the right thing to do.
In the immediate aftermath of Queen Elizabeth's death, King Charles III extended the period of national mourning to considerably longer than usual. He issued a statement that read in part, "Following the death of Her Majesty the Queen, it is His Majesty the King's wish that a period of royal mourning be observed from now until 7 days after the Queen's funeral." The funeral took place on September 19th, so the period of mourning officially ended on September 26th. Not long after the period of mourning ended, Queen Elizabeth's official cause of death was revealed. On September 29th, the National Records of Scotland released her death certificate, which revealed that she died at 3:10 p.m. from old age. The Queen's daughter, Princess Anne, signed the document. The New York Times notes that the Queen's time of death confirms that only Princess Anne and King Charles, who were both already in Scotland on official duties, were present before the Queen passed away. Old age is not a particularly specific cause of death. Before the release of the death certificate, a few medical professionals speculated as to what exact medical issues the Queen may have had. For example, Dr. Deb Cohen-Jones noted to the Daily Mail that the Queen's bruised hands might have been an indicator of peripheral vascular disease. She explained, "It's a blood circulation disorder that causes the blood vessels outside your heart and brain to narrow, block, or spasm. It can sometimes result in heart failure and can be a sign of multi-organ failure." In the months leading up to Queen Elizabeth's death, her health prevented her from making some appearances. In June 2022, the Queen was noticeably absent from key events during her Platinum Jubilee celebration, which marked her 70th year on the throne. Buckingham Palace addressed her absence in a statement which read in part, "Her Majesty enjoyed today immensely, but episodic mobility issues were experienced during the course of the day. In February, the Queen contracted COVID-19. She described the experience.
It does leave one very tired and exhausted, doesn't it, this horrible pandemic.
The Queen was fully vaccinated, so Buckingham Palace prepared for her to recover quickly, saying in a statement, "She will continue to receive medical attention and will follow all the appropriate guidelines." Queen Elizabeth lived a very long life, and she had a few health scares well before the months leading up to her death. She remained resilient through all of them, and almost always returned back to work immediately. In 1994, doctors confirmed the monarch suffered a broken wrist after falling off a horse. In 2013, she was admitted to the hospital showing signs of gastroenteritis, according to Us Weekly. It was the first time in 20 years that she was absent from the annual Commonwealth Day observance service, according to The Independent. And in December 2016, NBC News reported that Queen Elizabeth and her husband Prince Philip had come down with a brutal cold, which resulted in them having to cancel holiday plans. A representative told the outlet, "The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh have heavy colds and so have decided not to travel to Sandringham today." Queen Elizabeth was the longest reigning monarch in British history, and given the royal family tree, it's no surprise she lived to the age of 96. In April 2021, the Queen's husband, Prince Philip, died at the age of 99, just months before his 100th birthday. Queen Elizabeth's mother was another example of longevity. She lived to age 101, peacefully dying in her sleep.